Okay. Hello. Wow. All right. Online. Okay, better get my chat up. Okay. All right. All right. I should be ready now. All right. Yeah. Welcome back to Disco Elysium. Whoa, something fell. Okay. I've been looking forward to this. I wasn't feeling it yesterday. Just a little tired. I'm a little tired boy. So let's get back to it. Okay. So, I was gonna meet the smoker a little later. After 9. I couldn't get the number from the victim's armor, so I need to get back on that. But for right now, actually, travel, yes. What's here? Inside you hear the cozy sound of some kind of heater sputtering. Nice. Okay, let's see. There's more stuff here I can definitely check out. Here. These people.
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with.
Blond man stands next to his son, pointing to the weather-worn ruins. He sees you approaching and smiles.
Come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Khan Hailostam. You must be Kim Kitsuragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
So, is Kim Kitsuragi like a celebrity cop?
Nice to meet you.
You and Kim know each other? Now I'm gonna hold on that. Hold on, hypertext.
Yes, hypertext. Young cop and the collection of cultural hyperlinks.
Collection of cultural hyperlinks. Yes. Okay. Wait. What was that about the windows before?
Oh yes. So Mikhail, they had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. So they didn't have windows on the south wall. No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers.
Rests his hand on the boy's shoulder. The child stays hidden behind the hem of his father's coat. Oh, actually, I forgot. Webcam, a little dark, but it should be okay. Forgot about the webcam thing. Okay. Hem of his father's coat, clutching to his worm-themed coloring book.
Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into Worms lately.
The man speaks in the artificial cadence of a professor, or someone who's been on too many radio shows.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in '08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
This man is your half-brother. You feel it. But why? Well, get a load of this guy. He really enjoys his trivia. The Orbis programming language was named after its inventor, Victor Orbis, a cybernetician from Grad. They run Vox in the Occidental countries.
What's so fascinating about an empty old building?
Aha! But it's not just any empty old building.
He raises his hand to his eyes to shield himself from the freezing snow. All four of you turn to admire the mural before you.
What not a lot of people know is this used to be the R&D department of Felt Electrical. And Felt which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom.
Look at the building
It
looming
looks
over you.
old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart its stone and metal carcass. Bushy undergrowth has taken hold of the collapsed rooftop. Some kind of bird has set up a nest on a broken windowsill.
I don't think I've ever heard of this failed electrical.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains. They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era. Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve, or should I say they were developing an ace up their sleeve. I'm mixing my metaphors here.
What was that
It
ace?
was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for a tape computer. An
Tape
elegant
computer?
folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution. Revolutionizing business machines, possibly even bring them to the average consumer.
So like just how computers were back in the day here in the real world, just huge, like tape
Which is
computers.
a feat of engineering even today's giants, Rehm, ICN and ZAM, haven't achieved yet.
He grins, admiring the sentence he just produced.
Indeed. What?
Yeah, what happened?
The revolution!
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes, possibly from this very building, or one of the adjacent ruins. All of this was built by Feld, even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D.
Saying that Feld Electrical built this boardwalk?
Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but that got destroyed in the war.
A pleasure wheel?
Lieutenant looks wistfully at the horizon, as if picturing gondolas rising to the sky.
Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez was nothing but reeds before Feld arrived. They had to make the prospect of living here attractive. It was supposed to become a global center for innovation in cybernetics. But history had other plans.
What happened to the engineers? The company people?
Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here. Now, if you were to ask about tape computers...
Wait, is he saying that we should just bypass the excesses of the revolution?
He means they all died at the hands of the communists. I'm not gonna do that.
Tape computers.
What did the revolutionaries do with those advanced tape
They
computers?
used them for military communications, but also to write and send out press releases. The most notorious example being Le Decret de Mars.
What was that?
What's the Mars Decree? I mean the radio transmission sent out to news agencies and world governments by the newly created Commune of Revachol on the 7th of March in the year 02.
A short-lived legislative foundation for a short-lived utopia.
It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a love poem to Revachol on her political concept album, Bon Baiser dans le Lind. You should read it. Every local library in Revachol stocks a copy of the decree. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Tried to. Someone was much too interested in worms to be paying any attention.
The kid takes a peek at the green and silver worm on the cover of the book, already forgetting about this part of the discussion.
How did those tape computers work? Did they work like radio computers?
Actually, no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made entirely of tape would look like. But word has it, they were very elegant. Exquisite, alien-looking turn-of-the-century hardware.
Buckle up.
10 years ago, I did a little freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Wompty Dumpty Dum Center in Vredefort, Oranje.
Wumpty Dumpty Dum.
And we had lengthy discussions with Paul Ockerman, who was head curator at the time. This was before the twins Keith and Guy Jews joined the team, trying to...
Wait, did he just say Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center? He did it. He said Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center, like it's the most natural thing in the world.
No, for real.
What the hell is a Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center? And who the hell are Keith and Guy Juiced?
My encyclopedia is just like what? I need answers. What are you talking about?
The Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center for Contemporary Arts. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels. That's why the head curator, Paul Ockerman, chose to...
You're making this up, turned Lieutenant Kim. Is he making this up? There's no place called Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center. Man.
In fact, I'm not. The Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in Vredefort and are ever in the market for an exhibition space / contemporary art research center. But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was saying, the device itself was very elegant, fragile even. One could write directly on the tape using a special chemical solution. The machine would then analyze the handwriting, perform operations, and project output onto a white screen. It was a beautiful, delicate thing.
I'll internalize that thought.
Made of black film and folding tape structures.
Cool.
Very, very cool. Though I understand the socio-economic causes of the revolution, it pains me to imagine the revolutionaries setting fire to this precious device. But so they did. The felt playback experiment vanished into the fires of '07.
Why did the revolutionaries destroy it?
Who knows? Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong hands. Either way, they're all gone now. All 3 versions of the prototype. Nothing but debris and ashes remain inside that building.
I wanted to ask something
But of
else.
course, what else?
You look like someone who has money. Do you have any
I
money?
do have some money, yes, but that's not what's really important here.
No, I mean, come on. You need the money. If it's not a thing, he can give you some.
Whether your profiling skills were working. Could have some unimportant money then.
Oh no, I don't have it on me, officer. I was talking in more general terms. I'm just spending time with my kid here, showing him around the lesser-known parts of our hometown. It wouldn't be wise to carry huge amounts of cash on such expeditions.
Not that he would have to worry about being robbed. He looks surprisingly buff. Does he work out?
Oh, do you work
I
out?
do some Lomantang stick fighting now and then.
Lo Mantang stick fighting is a form of martial arts originating from the island of Lo Mantang. It uses slender wooden sticks for confronting the opponent.
Okay. A form of martial arts from the Isle of Lomantang, right?
Actually, a great many cultures have their own version of stick fighting, such as the sacred Mabolo tradition of the Harli people. A name deriving from the butterfruit tree traditionally used for crafting the long, slender sticks, whereas the sticks used in other cultures...
You doze off as he gives you a comprehensive picture of the history of stick fighting among mankind, seasoning it with unexpected pop culture references.
What?
Man, he's good at speaking. People must love him.
But anyway, I'm boring you with details again. You were saying?
I don't remember anything. What was I saying? I'm not really interested in the practice. I just want to know how often you work out now and then. That's why I like once a week. I don't really remember what I was
Then
saying.
I guess everything got said, right? I do so.
Lo Mantang.
Lomantang stick fighting is a little like a Berolidin addiction. I've been practicing it for nearly 20 years now, so you could say that my doses have grown a little peculiar.
So I say twice a week then? Every other day? Man, is it difficult to stay on the right topic with you?
Dad's fighting with sticks every night after dinner for 4 hours. He has a special room for that and a special costume.
That's right, Mikhail. It also has a meditative quality, helps to clear my head. But anyway,
Great, thank you for
No,
all the
thanks
interesting
to you
information.
for having me and little Mikhail here to pick your brain.
Whoa,
A
what did you
very
miss? No,
interesting
I just
conversation
talked to
indeed.
him, really. That's it. I was just talking to
Your
this
brain.
guy.
If anything, this was rather one-sided. He did the talking. Whatever.
Another power box. It charges nothing now. It's empty. The fence blocks the path. Let's look at that.
You see, a once bright mural towering.
What about
above
last
you.
session?
The
Oh.
signage has peeled off over the years. But
Oh, okay,
you could
so-
still make out. Felled electric
The kids who were trying to make a meth lab in the church, I fucked the hat part. Yeah, you saw that. But okay, I arrested those kids, by the way. I arrested those kids who were trying to make a meth lab. So, yeah. I didn't know that would make the girl disappear, but, oh well.
A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago.
Yo.
Now only a shadow of peeled.
What?
electric
Yeah.
wires. It says, tomorrow is just a whisper away.
You arrested the hardcore kids? Yeah. They're gonna make a meth lab. You monster. Bro, they're gonna make a meth lab. You monster. Okay, yeah, let them make meth. Fucking gunman be like, ooh, I'm gonna let the kids, like, destroy themselves on meth. Oh, I love meth. I love meth so much. I mean, you're the meth cop, to be fair. They hadn't made any? Well, they had all the resources, too. They were gonna. Like, who carries around active ingredients for drugs, distilled water, and what was that other thing they had? So do science. I don't think science YouTubers make meth. They don't have active ingredients for drugs. I'm pretty sure they don't have that. What was that other thing they had? I don't remember. Tomorrow's just a whisper
Seems
away.
like tomorrow never came.
Oof. They have the resources.
The remaining windows rattle
I
from
doubt
a
it.
strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years.
Try to see inside.
Dripping water falls from a high place. All you can see is the shadow of a collapsing staircase.
The kids completely gone? Yeah, they completely disappeared from there.
There's rust and corrosion on the bars. They're foaming with it. And a small layer of white salt from the sea.
Lieutenant, can you make out what's inside?
No. I won't even try.
You poor fool. Okay, suit yourself.
I had a partner once. They called him Eyes because he had to show me things. It's that bad.
Look, look, if they didn't want to get arrested, they shouldn't have tried to make meth, okay? Can you still shoot,
Well
though?
enough, actually. It's odd how that works. I'm no sharpshooter, but I passed my shooting courses 7 out of 10.
It's not my fault they were trying to make meth. How do I get up there? Not that as I'm not gonna say anything until you finish this playthrough. But I want you to make a mental note. This is the whole quest? The whole... Oh. I mean... Okay. I mean... Their fault for trying to make meth. Oh. That's a Noland Vangsunk. Oh, there. Unsuccessful model. I mean, I had no way of knowing. It's just like, oh, they're trying to make meth, you know? Better not, you know, let them. And they were gonna disturb that scientist. Like, okay, so was them making meth? Like, okay, they're making meth, and the hole is like, ah, give me meth. I'm gonna come here and take your meth. The hole will just make itself discoverable. There's a lot of thought bubbles here. I'll check them on the way back. Like, okay, I was just supposed to know that? Like... So I guess, you know, when you realized, oh, they're making meth. I'll let you make meth, you know? Well, you can tell them, hey, don't make meth, make disco. I mean, I could... Okay, look. They said, like, we promise not to do it, but they've been lying to me the entire time, so I didn't trust them, you know? They shouldn't have lied to me, so, you know? I don't trust them. They haven't been real to me. Yeah, but, shut the hell up. Old ticket booth. They didn't promise before. They did promise right when I said, hey. I didn't say they promised anything before. They just lied to me about what they were doing. They said, oh, we're gonna make a club here. Like, they didn't even say, like, like, we're not doing anything here. Missed out on Kim busting a move. Ah, well, you know. It is what it is. I mean, they shouldn't have tried to make meth. People said, paid money to park here? No one would pay now. True.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Okay, even more bullet holes. Something's definitely gone down here.
Correct. The density of the bullet holes is unusual. Even in a general average bullet hole frequency in Martinez sense.
I beg you to look up Disco Elysium dance. Later? Not later. You said it was like a spoiler. So, you know, I'm not gonna spoil that.
Meaning, this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like fully automatic rifle fire. Something you don't see these days.
Look, okay, Gussie, like, okay, Gussie, just... What we know now is, you are okay with kids making meth. I'm not okay. I'm just saying. I think you're the problem here.
The manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was curtailed after the revolution. The destructive power of such tools proved to be too much. We do need to retain some humanity.
I dead-ass punched Kuno in the face, then gave him meth. I was a super cop. Bro, you're insane, bro. Bro, what the hell's wrong with you?
A row of
He
ghostly
respected
there are
you.
many of them. A dozen at least. The heads lowered.
That's not...
eyes
I don't think
wide.
it's a good thing to gain
Quiet.
Kuno's
No
respect.
sound, no movement.
Okay, come on. You seem to think it's a good thing that a shitty kid like that would respect you. Like, I'm not getting the picture here. Kuno's actually a really good character. Yeah, I mean, he may be complicated, but he's a shithead kid. Like, yeah, he may be something, you know, wrong in his family or something, but that's not my problem.
10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner.
I'm not gonna
Almost
punch him in the
like one of his
face,
mind.
let
A
alone.
gust of wind blows by.
You aren't getting the picture because you shut the door on him. Yeah, because he's a shitty kid. Kuno doesn't give a fuck. Yeah, I don't give a fuck either. You think I care? I don't care about that shitty kid. Kuno's a legend. Kuno can go fuck himself.
Snowflakes fall on the wooden planks and the surrounding sand dunes, covering the land with the white of innocence. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains. The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed.
First time I saw Kudo, I knew I was looking at the face of God himself, and I saw he was a funny little cunt. He's a funny little cunt, but you know, he's still a cunt. I don't know, he just became annoying after a while, I guess. You seem to uncharacteristically have a lot of patience for shitty kids in this game. Look at the people against the
A
wall.
host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background. Ordinary people, familiar, each and every one of them. Comrades, the forsaken, the wretched, who tried to rise against the horrors of the world. 7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one?
Yeah, but character, you just gravitate toward the character type. Kudos a Finnish Junkrat. Or Irish. What's his accent like? It's fucking Kudo! I guess it's kind of like Irish, but it's not. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which accent it is. Welsh? Maybe? Yeah, maybe Welsh. Fucking cool now. Yeah. Yeah. I'm Welsh. Yeah. That's the accent. Not the speech impediment. I'm Welsh. That was kind of Scottish. I don't know. Like it's so easy for me to like confuse the accents sometimes. They're very different, but like they're similar enough where I just, you know, I love that you can just nail his fucking voice. Maximum fucking velocity. Wouldn't say nail it, but yeah. Kuno is Kuno, fuckhead. Look at the person standing on the
The
side.
commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air. The lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
Okay. Kim, who was who in this execution?
I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution.
I cackled like a witch at that.
Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War.
That was
Or
pretty
it could
funny.
have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch.
I need that as a sound clip or a soundboard noise. That's so good.
Remember what Trent Heidelstein said about Veld?
What if it was the Feld personnel when their assets were being seized?
Another likely scenario.
Or maybe...
He mentioned coalition forces. Could it have been them against the wall?
It's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures.
This. Oh. A peepo. Whoa. I got a little peepo, just like the girl. Ancient paint is peeling off of the roof of this shaded bench covered in dust. We already examined this. The boathouse is shoddily constructed. A strong breeze might blow it over. No boat in the boathouse today. Oh. Well, hello there.
Nice and easy. No way.
No
out,
way.
guys.
He's a
Not out of
cryptozoologist.
this jam.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
I'm not gonna... Oh, by the way, I'm not joking about me dressing up as Harry for Halloween. I'm not gonna cut my hair until it's his size. That's pretty awesome. I would love to see you with these huge mutton chops. I would love to see that.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officers.
Is that the police? Why are the police here?
The crypto-fascist. Whoa.
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it.
You must be Morel, the cryptozoologist.
What do I owe the pleasure?
That's sarcasm. He takes no pleasure from your appearance.
Lena sent me. She's been really worried about you. Just waiting to get you back.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881.
The 881 is a raised motorway that separates Martinez from Jamrock. The labyrinth of streets underneath it makes it difficult to pass, not like walking over a nice waterlock.
Yeah, that was me. I broke the waterlock. I'm gonna withhold this whole story. The waterlock's been fixed. It was fine when I crossed it.
Oh, good. We should really be getting back.
You love Aussie?
Gary could use a hot shower
Fucking,
and warm beer.
fucking drinking VB in the morning. Fucking cat. I love drinking VBs. What? Is that fucking kangaroo?
Did he say we can go
From Australia?
Yes, Gary.
Whoa,
We
that's
can go
loud.
Soon. You see, Lena? Tell her I won't be long.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we go in.
Tell me about this phasmid you're looking for.
Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it.
Okay, what makes it so difficult to find?
Question. Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds. Awful lot of reeds around, aren't there?
Mm-hmm.
And I suspect it may have also developed other specialized techniques to protect itself from predators. All
Sort of
side
specialized
effects
techniques.
In their present case. It's my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defenses that allow it to interfere with animal perception, impeding pattern recognition, confusing the visual cortex. But I cannot describe how these defenses work,
Okay,
much less how they evolved.
I kind of love...
Specimen.
This guy kind of looks like Mr. Krab, the Mr. Krabs voice actor. Oh. Oh, look at him. They look so similar. Look at them. Spitting images. Harry, me boy.
Yes, it makes perfect sense. You're beginning to suspect there's something paranatural about this phasmid.
Wow. How big is this
I'm
phasmid?
expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodea zoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm. So,
Pretty big. Why are you so interested in this stick bug? Seem to be as colorful as some of the other cryptids I've heard about.
typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for.
Unversed. Unversed. What the hell? Okay, I can't find it.
Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian phasmid would be the apex of my, of any cryptozoologist's career. But to study it and its defenses, find out how it stayed
What
hidden
about
so
Unversed? You know what I mean. These dudes. I hate how that picture fits so much. It really does. What have you discovered about it so far?
Very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand accounts.
Fuck, that's birth by sleep, bro. Dream drop distance has dream eaters. Birth by sleep isn't much better though, to be fair. It's not that much better. It has the same like battle system. It has the command system. But dream drop distance was definitely a lot worse. So no one's ever found one?
Yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
Fuck sleep sloop shit also. Well, except for one thing.
Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real?
I know it's real.
Brusquely enough that he seems to be taken aback by it.
It's clear that his obsession with the phasmid is driven by something more than the pure pursuit of scientific advancement.
You hated flow motion? Yeah, I didn't like flow motion too much, and it wasn't even that useful in Kingdom Hearts 3.
By
Like,
which I mean,
it was like tacked
I've
onto
heard
it.
enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition.
Lena said that there's been a sighting of it here in Martinez.
Yes, the most recent sighting was by a couple
Kingdom
of
Hearts 3
teenagers
was such a
on the
disappointment.
coast there. That's what brought us to Martinez specifically.
Flow motion was yeah, it was game breaking as hell. I didn't want to use it against the final boss, but the final boss was so bullshit that I cheesed it by using like all the flow motion. Like, it was so funny how I did it. Yeah, I used it to skip entire levels. Yeah, like, it was so game breaking.
It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore.
Maybe the Insulidian phasmid has died
I
out.
have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
He means asexual reproduction.
Oh.
The females of the species don't need to mate to produce viable eggs. This makes it easier for a species with a small population to survive.
A crime against passion and common sense. This arouses no special feelings in me. That's pretty clever.
Yes, the Insulindian phasmid is a very clever insect. That's why it's so damn difficult to catch. But as a scientist, I'll try my best to remain dispassionate.
Lena seems pretty eager for you to return.
And I'm eager to return to her, I assure you. But I can't leave before we finish with these traps. My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
I hate how my childlike wonder at seeing the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer in 2013 made me so hyped. I saved and bought the PS4. Then like 7 years later, it comes out and it's such a fucking mid game. Only part I genuinely enjoyed and remember was the pirate mission. The only part I really remember enjoying was the Toy Story level. And the Monsters Inc. level. I love those levels a lot. But replaying, I actually tried to replay Kingdom Hearts 3 and I just couldn't. It was so boring. It was actually just a pain to play. Like, I would rather just play Kingdom Hearts 2 again. Or even Kingdom Hearts 1, to be fair. Even though Kingdom Hearts 1 is kind of slow, but not as bad as Kingdom Hearts 3, for sure. Like, I would actually rather play Chain of Memories. Oh yeah, Wooden going, hold up with that friendship shit. He hurt my boyfriend. Like, my guess is nobody loved you. Kingdom Hearts 2 is pure gold. Yep.
Come on, Morel. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not. I won't let Lena down.
Come on, she wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon.
Come on, you're doing this for yourself, not her.
I'm doing this for science, and so is she.
Didn't know the Phasmid was so important to Lena.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it. A verified sighting, on record. One of only 4 this century, and it's hers.
Really? She sighted the plasmid? She didn't tell me that.
Yes. That's how we first came to know one another, in fact.
What?
But that's her story to tell, not mine.
Needless to say, you must ask her about the mysterious Phasmid.
Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian Phasmid together. I can't abandon course now.
Maybe you should go back to the whirling, warm up, come back to check the traps later.
No, no, no. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule. What would we do if the Phasmid were to starve while we were sipping tea at the hostel?
No, it sucks. I've played like 90% of the Kingdom Hearts series. I think the only game I genuinely enjoy is Kingdom Hearts 2. I like Kingdom Hearts 1 and Chain of Memories. Like, Chain of Memories is weird, but maybe the only thing I don't like is there's the levels. Like, it's just Kingdom Hearts 1 levels again, so it kind of sucks in that way. But I do like the gameplay a little bit. But it's kind of tough to replay it for sure. I liked Birth by Sleep, but it's like I had problems with it. Like the command system is just not my cup of tea. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2 is definitely just an awesome, perfect game, just pretty much all the way through.
He's dead set on this.
What if we check the traps for you?
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
I'm all in with this cryptid shit. I'm hooked.
Caught the bug, I see. It's easier to get caught up in the search than you'd imagine.
What do I do if there's a Phasmid in one of the
Bring
traps?
it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is closed tight.
He's not comfortable with the possibility that you'll claim the find, but he's lying about this even to himself.
What if I counter the Phasmid in the wild?
It's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with a pheromone mixture I developed. It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you.
Lay it on me thick.
It'll last you about a week.
Oh damn, he does. Huh.
I hope you're not buying this. He dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water.
It is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to develop. Not that I expect you to understand self-financing one's own research.
Where are these
There are
traps?
4 in total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula, by the boathouses there. It's very near. Another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. It's behind a small sand dune there, on your way to the old radio tower, after the church. The third is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. A big thicket of reeds going up the slope, and among them, you should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it. This one's more of a technicality, but still, better safe and stupid than sorry.
I'm ready.
Right. Which means you two can pack up and go back to the boiling.
Finally, someone's talking sense.
I didn't remember Morel being such a standoffish guy. Yeah, I guess I'm just easy. I guess it's just easy to convince him, yeah.
Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more questions, now's the time to ask. We'll be gone once you get to it.
If it's more cryptid-related business you want to discuss, you'll have time for that later too. But what if the information is vital? On the hunt.
Tell me more about these traps.
They may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick.
How do the traps work?
Simple. Attracted by the locusts, the phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can get back out. At least, that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton.
What are you using as bait?
Locusts. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course. But we've hypothesized that the Insulindian phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects.
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm. A meat-eating stick insect? Does it pretend to be the reeds as part of its ambush behavior? This seems unlikely.
A carnivorous stick insect? Seems unlikely.
Thank you for your opinion. We have also included plant material in the traps to satiate your skepticism.
Not a big fan of skepticism, this one.
What will they do if the traps don't work?
They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which use plants. We have given this some thought.
Lena designed the traps?
Yes.
Let me ask you about something else.
What?
How did you become a cryptozoologist?
Just always liked animals and puzzles. Searching for cryptids is a bit of both.
He seems reluctant to talk about himself, but he'll open up, if you prod a little.
So you're living your childhood dream out here?
It's not child's play. Just because I have to trade through the mud every so often.
Have you ever discovered a cryptid?
No. Very few cryptids are ever discovered, and not for a lack of trying. To stay hidden is a cryptid's primary quality. It's even in the name, cryptid.
How many cryptids have been found?
Of the list of cryptids kept by the Cryptozoological Society of Chemnee, which is 4,082 items long, about 2,000 have been confirmed as hoaxes. 2 are categorized as confirmed discoveries. The rest are in differing stages of discovery, refutation, and data collection.
Only 2 have been proven real?
Yes, the Chateau Quan forest pygmy, who turned out to be an extinct species of primate, and a cave salamander from Grad, who is, honestly, quite unremarkable. It's in a zoo somewhere. We cryptozoologists are brutally honest with ourselves, more so even than the public. With cryptids, most cryptids are hoaxes or they are never found. That does not mean we should stop searching.
2 out of 4,000 is not even 1%. Then the Insulindian phasmid will be the 3rd. Sure, I'll just agree.
Indeed. If our expedition is successful, every paper in the world will report on it. From Revachol to Dushantu. It will be a zoological miracle.
He has clearly done his math on this. There is no surprising him or swaying his opinion.
Why not just be a zoologist? Real animals are puzzling too.
Real. I know you think one is a respectable profession, while the other is superstition. Everyone does.
Honestly, being a cryptozoologist trumps most of the garbage I've seen people do.
My methods do not differ from other scientists. I simply draw upon a wider variety of evidence. And I have more hope that something truly surprising might happen.
Has anything truly surprising ever happened to you?
No, as I said, I have yet to catch a cryptid, although I have come close. Close enough to keep trying.
What kinds of evidence do you use?
Everything from forgotten regional lore to newspaper accounts, like the one that brought us here, to look for the phasmid. And I keep a very open mind.
He's interested in things that people believe that scientists don't.
You think other scientists don't listen to ordinary people enough?
Most establishment scientists only care about reputation and remuneration, not real research, and certainly not the truth. They're a cowardly lot, and both the field and basement archives can be dangerous places.
I mean, look, at least he's putting his, at least he's working on it. Like, at least, he seems to want to believe that it's real, or at least try to prove that it's real by actually finding it. He's putting, his money where his mouth is. Thanks for explaining that. Now, about something else?
Yes?
Let's talk about specific cryptids.
Right. What cryptids precisely? I usually discuss these things with specialists, so I don't know what.
We would have to discuss. He wants to say, but decides against it, since you've offered to help.
It's like flat earthers try to prove the earth is flat. Well, okay, with flat earthers, they're trying to prove that earth is flat. Like, they've already made their conclusion, and they're trying to find evidence to that conclusion. Even though people who have genuinely tried proving that the earth is flat have found out that the earth is round. It's so funny when flat earthers discover that the earth is round, and they're like, oh, strange, there must be an error. There must be an error.
You need to ask him about specific cryptids. Cryptids you've heard about from Lena, or his friend Gary. He won't just talk.
Yeah, no, right? Yeah. I know about the most dangerous cryptid, the Gnome of Jeroma.
Formerly the most dangerous, yes. But do you know the most dangerous living cryptid?
That must be the evil apes duking it out on the giant ball.
The what?
The evil apes. I suspect I may be one myself.
Oh, you're just talking about humans. Well, yes. We're
Yes.
quite dangerous, but
Yes.
we're hardly cryptids.
He corrects his hat and says, as if it's the most insensible thing in the world.
The most dangerous cryptid is a carnivorous ruminant, known colloquially as the dread moose.
Dread moose?
Yes, the dread moose subsists entirely on flesh. It has even been known to dig up fresh graves in search of sustenance.
Hold on, does it also attack people?
Human remains have been found deep in the forest, torn apart, then trampled into the mulch by large hooves. Infer from that what you will.
Okay, what does the dread moose look like?
It's like an ordinary ardent moose.
Then how can you tell if it's the ordinary or the dread kind?
You can't. That's what makes it so dreadful and hard to identify.
I love the dudes that spent 20k on gyroscopes that proved it wasn't flat, and they went, nah, this is wrong, and did a test with cardboard boxes and light, and it still proved it was a globe. Yep. No, they basically did the I don't know which philosopher it was, but he put poles like all lined up in a straight line or something. It was something about like if they could see it on like the other side, like if they could see one pole on the other side. And if they could see it, I think it was an Egyptian dude. Oh, okay, yeah, probably. Like put one pole on one in one place and another pole another place, or maybe it was a row of poles. I don't remember. But yeah, they were just kind of supposed to measure or sort of try to see it from far away, and they decided they came to the conclusion that I couldn't see it, like something like that. I can't remember. I think it was two poles. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just two poles. But yeah, it was basically what they did, but just with light and holes. Like they shone a light through a hole, and or I think it was something like that, right? They like shone like a laser or something, and they were trying to detect like the laser, and it's like, oh, can you stand up? And then when he stood up, he could detect the laser or the light or whatever it was. I think that's the experiment you were talking about, like cardboard boxes and light with that. They just punched holes in it. It's a flashlight. Oh, okay. Well, laser, flashlight, potato, potato.
A moose that looks like any other moose. What's going on here? He's kidding, right?
I'm 100% behind the dread moose. I utterly believe it exists.
Of course you do.
The bodies found in the forest are just one piece of physical evidence. There's more.
Yeah,
Vasa, reaching back 4 centuries. But, of course, nothing satiates the skepticism.
I love the. Can you stand up? Light shines. Yeah, it's so good.
A detective. Pardon me, I did not wish to seek conflict. It's simply my training to question things.
Understood, Lieutenant.
Which cryptid did you almost catch? You said before that you almost caught one.
Willow person. It's a long story. One non-specialist would find rather dull.
Willow people? Not at all.
What are willow
They're
people?
not people, really. Some argue they aren't really animals, as they seem to have evolved directly from trees.
Slender Man. He says it in a self-explanatory, everyday manner.
They're very, very thin, almost flat in fact, and can camouflage themselves easily, wrapping themselves around trees and blending in with the tree bark. In that way, they're not too dissimilar from the
Slenderman.
phasmid we're looking for here.
Wait, so I may have seen these willow people without knowing it? Or how did you almost catch a willow person?
Harry and I painted an entire grove's worth of trees in slow-drying paint. It was a bright lavender colour. I was hoping one of the willow people would get paint on it and not be able to camouflage itself. After waiting in hiding for hours, I saw a figure slip from one of the trees, a lavender shadow dashing through the grove.
And then?
I chased it with a net. Not very elegant. You can't be elegant in the field. And, well, it was faster than me.
A lavender shadow.
I know you think we were snacking on funny mushrooms. It's easier to mock someone than to admit that the world might be more interesting than you've imagined. Furthermore, I'm not saying it was a confirmed sighting. I'm painfully aware of what goes into verifying such things. There is a serious possibility that I saw a squirrel or a trick of the light. I am my own harshest critic.
He makes it a real point here to sound falsifiable.
And then a sighting of the phasmid, is that?
Confirmed. It's 100% verified and meets all the standards of an authentic cryptid sighting.
Enough tales then. Let's change the
By all
subject.
means.
I'll get going. Okay, I got a thought then.
Dumpty Dum Center.
Alright, let's see what this is all about.
You're at home, stupid cop. Not with the art crowd. You hate them. Everyone hates them. Even they hate themselves. It's nauseating. An industry built on sprezzatura and sparkling wine. And, let's be honest, tax evasion schemes. The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center is the heart of this unholy symbiosis of aesthetics and tax optimization. And now that you've internalized it, you can have a piece too.
Well, I love. He's in the thought. Oh, yeah, he is. There he is. Whoops. Yeah, fuck it, baby. Wait, encyclopedia passives give plus 10 XP and plus 2 real. Ah, let's go. Yeah, that's really good. I'm gonna make some money. Lamau pretentious wanker. Oh,
That patch of reeds over there, it's a great place to hide something. Kind of out of the way, being so close to the water.
wait, I can't see anything
You
interesting.
don't have a reason to. Yet.
What is this about?
Nothing. Just a hunch. The hunch passes, leaving you there, by the old boy bobbing in the water. Time to go.
I didn't even know about these XP booster thoughts. Hey, you know, I guess it pays to check. It's almost impossible to get a fire going this near the ocean. True. Let me talk to him, the crypto fascist here.
Hello, I'm Gary.
Hello, I'm.
Very generous of you to help us out, officer. Yellow man. I mean, officer.
Whoa, why did you call him yellow?
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly.
That wasn't nice.
Out
What the
his
fuck?
notebook.
Yeah, like he writes down racist.
Yellow man. Interesting. This is something to ask him about. After a little probing first.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization.
Not a lover of the great outdoors.
I like nature, just not this blood.
He's a fascist, true.
It's mostly drunks and degenerates.
Well,
that come
crypto
here.
fascist. He's trying to hide it, but he's probably not very good at it. He like the first thing he says is like, "Oh, I'm a racist. Hello, I'm such a hidden fascist. You know, see in my name."
Degenerates. This man respects authority too much. To see the truth inscribed upon thine own visage. Pretend thou art a paragon of virtue.
I'm neither of those things. I can assure you, I'm a by the book, clean as a whistle, officer of the law. I'm not even tempted to touch intoxicants. Degenerates? I've been trained to identify the slightest hint of degeneracy by the preeminent authority on it. Darks and degenerates? That's my crew. Sadly, I think I might be a drunk, or a degenerate, maybe even both. Nobody's perfect. I'm sure you've been tempted to drink.
Oh, I've been tempted. But someone has to stay strong for Revacol.
Ravachol. Is that how you say it? His gaze shifts to the pile of soggy logs on his feet. Is that how I say it?
Revacol with a hard K, unlike other people.
Sorry, I hit the microphone. I know you must have heard my phone rumble. I didn't mean for that to happen. Whoopsie. You should Revacol.
I like to pronounce it the hard way. The old way. The Vespertine way.
He reminds me of something. I don't know. His voice like sounds like someone.
The stupid way.
The stupid way.
He winks at you, trying to relay some hidden message, inviting you to mispronounce it too, perhaps. It's odd. It's a secret rite. A very fringe nationalist handshake.
Oh, it's a dog whistle. Is this your monk? Do you know anything about the man hanged behind the whirling in rags?
Oh, so that's what the RCM in Martinez is about. Great. Great to hear someone's finally taking care of that.
So you do know something about it?
No. Nothing. He was some kind of mercenary. But everyone here knows that.
Did everyone
I'm
here
just
know
glad
that?
to hear you're looking into it. That's all.
Dog whistle? What? Sure, thanks, Gussie.
He didn't kill him or anything, but there's something going on here.
You were surprised to see my colleague, Lieutenant
Not
Kitsuragi.
many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sail. I meant no offense, truly.
Mm-hmm,
Do
sure.
you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next racist will be a really good one?
Yes.
Well, this is that racist.
Are you Gary? Are you a racist? I don't know. I like the previous racist better. He's nothing compared to Measurehead. Yeah. Yeah, he's nothing compared to
I
Measurehead.
don't know who that is, but all I meant was there are not many Sealites around here.
The lieutenant is a native of Evershell.
Oh, yes. Of course he is. I was just speaking about his connections. Let's change the
An
subject.
impenetrable
Okay.
smile. Is this your mug?
My mug? Why would you think that?
You said yellow man. That's not something many people go around saying.
Really? I hear it all the time.
Uh-huh.
All in jest, of course. No offense meant to anyone.
Still seems suspicious. Did I mention the mug was found on the scene of a lynching?
Okay.
What? I admit it. Oh, okay.
I threw the mug away in the trash container behind the hostel.
Okay.
I know I shouldn't have, and I am very sorry, officer.
That's not the problem. I know who he reminds you of. Okay. Who does he remind me of? Because he reminds me of somebody. Biscuit? Nah. No. I'm talking about like the manner of speech, like how he talks and like his voice, like his tone. Like he's like I don't know. Like it's kind of like a mix of White Bowser and Chris Chan. You know, it's just sort of Squidward. Okay, also okay, maybe a little more Squidward.
You're not going to find me, are you?
I am. Rip out a fine slip. For 250 real. White Bowser. He's like another locale. I'm not gonna go into that. Nah, Gary. This information. I mean, it's not illegal to throw away mugs. I mean, it wasn't his trash, but...
Whew. Thank you. You won't regret this. I won't use another man's property to dump my garbage ever again. I don't know what got into me, really.
Oh, he
It's
broke...
been stressful lately. Damn Koiko's price dumping is
I mean,
competition.
maybe they left it open. Who knows?
What did you do, Gary?
Nothing. Just answering some questions.
But yeah, how did you get into the trash
Off the look,
container?
I know a guy who works with the trash collection services, CS Municipal. He gave me a master key for the trash containers of Martinez.
I mean, that may be possible. It's a little... You had to open it with a pry bar? No, I got the keys from the guy behind the desk. I didn't even try to open it with a pry bar. Damn, you just don't remember. I think you did it. You did that, Gussie, and you're just trying to put it on me. You broke into the trash container. You should pay 250 real. That was you. Yeah, I thought so. Why would you need to get into everyone's trash?
So I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. The damn Hemians run it like a mob. I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have. I
Yeah,
shouldn't have
I'm
disgraced
the hobo
myself.
cop. It is my right to open shit. Jamrock Shuffle. Yeah.
Disgraced? No need for the histrionic, sir. It was, after all, just a trash container.
He studies his reaction. Gary doesn't answer.
Gary, did you put the clothes of the murder victim, the man who was hanged behind the rolling racks, in the trash container?
Officer, please, let me explain. It's not like that.
Do.
I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes lying around in the yard, smelling. People are animals, you know?
Yes, what happened?
Then I came out to clean up the rags because no one else would. I put them into the Whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly.
Broken?
Okay.
I mean,
I was coming
I
to
guess.
throw the mug away, and, well...
you
I
didn't
threw
mention
the
it
mug
before,
there, and
but I
the
guess that
clothes
makes sense.
too.
Right. It was just civic duty.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. civic duty.
Yeah, you, I might want to take you in.
As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks, like the clinking of glass beads against one another as they roll across a hardwood floor. You've heard this sound before, but where?
What's that strange sound?
What sound?
That clinking I heard when you moved.
Really?
He fans his arms out slowly, and this time his motions are
There's
soundless.
lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds, though. Insects, trash. Could be the wind shifting some garbage nearby.
You wouldn't know anything about the victim's missing armor, would you?
Armor? No. I mean, yes. Of course. I know he was wearing armor, but I don't know anything about it.
An infant could see he's not telling the truth, but he's too scared to admit more wrongdoing.
Okay, let's move on.
I hope I could help your investigation in my small way.
I definitely want to know more about this guy.
Does this mean you were in his apartment, admiring his colonial mug collection?
Yep.
Perhaps it would be interesting to tell him.
It'd be interesting, yeah. So, Gary, you live nearby in an apartment in Martinez.
Sure do, officer.
His eyes narrow slightly. He's wondering where this is going.
Mr. Clare must be very angry with you.
Mr. Everard?
The color drains from his face. Yes, he insisted that I open the door to your apartment.
So you work for Everard Clare? Officer, please tell him we're good. No, tell him I'll make it up to him. What have I done? He'll send the muscle after me.
Yeah, I don't know what it's about, but he doesn't
I
like
was
you.
Probably talking too loud in the whirling the other night about some theories. Stupid. Shouldn't have run my mouth loud like that. I won't do it again. If there's anything I can do to assist you, or the Union, just ask, okay? I'll try to help if I can.
This scared him proper. He's positively melting from fear. Has to
I can
process
ask him
a lot
anything
of
now.
anger to keep it together.
The weather vane has turned. He cannot be unturned.
He clearly liked his squirming. He may even have changed his mind about the whole door opening operation.
Are you a cryptozoologist too?
No. I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way. But I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own. I told you.
Uncomfortable shifting
Okay.
around doesn't make him the killer, though. It's something else.
Okay, I'm gonna up my composure for just this bit here. Let me see. Anything composure? There, +1 composure. Damn. Not much of composure. Because I definitely want to...
Always a pleasure. I mean, officer.
Okay,
Is
damn.
He's looking comfortable enough. Maybe it was just beads. Sounded like beads. But what kind of beads might a man like Gary be hiding beneath his clothes?
Are those currently sporting... Are you currently sporting some anal beads? Don't I have more clothes? I don't think I do. Are those prayer beads I keep hearing?
I don't pray, officer. Faith in non-existent helpers is a sign of weakness.
No, I don't have more clothes than the... Oh, up here. Oh, damn. Well, okay, they weren't that anyway. Okay, I scrolled all the way down. Whoops. But yeah, these are all the clothes I have, but none of them give me composure. Ah, well. Yeah, okay. I would like to get to the bottom of this, though.
Always a pleasure to see an officer. I mean, officers.
Okay, he
Damn.
keeps shifting uncomfortably, but you can't make head or tail of this sound. And honestly, it's rude to stare, so stop.
Do they give me any minuses? Actually, I should have checked for that. I think no. Yeah, it's just like total composure 3, motoric spaces plus 2, green snakeskin shoes plus 1. So yeah. Yeah, there's no minuses here. Let's do it again. It did save, right? Yeah, it saved.
Always I mean,
Okay.
officers.
Come on.
That shirt
There we go.
looks very uncomfortable on him. Look
Finally.
at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together, as if something is ready to rip out from underneath.
Something worn underneath it. It's the armor. Oh, he's wearing the armor.
Yes, like a piece of ceramic armor, for example. One that makes a clicking sound when the plates meet each other, resembling pearls or marbles, stolen from the corpse in the yard near where he lives.
I see you're a connoisseur of high-quality combat gear.
I knew you'd figure it out, officer. I'm sorry I didn't tell you at once. I was ashamed of what I did, and I didn't want you to know.
You see gleaming white ceramic shine underneath. A thin layer of interlocking plates cover his gaunt torso.
We're not detecting falsehood, sire. He's gearing up to admit the truth.
Gary, what's going on?
Later, Morale. I've got apologizing to do.
No, you've got explaining to do.
Lieutenant's tone is icy. Why did you really put those clothes in the trash?
Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it. And they'd scattered his clothes all over the yard. Everything was smelling.
I guess that's why they wanted him gone. He stole the armor.
So I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. All those rags on the ground, him swinging up there, and I had a lapse of honor, sir. I thought, he's a foreigner. They all say he wasn't from here. Only the cuirass was left, so I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning. No one saw me. I took it with me. It was a mistake. Had I known it'd give you guys trouble, I wouldn't have... Fuck.
Fuck.
We're detecting sincere contrition here, sire. He's not trying to flatter anyone.
It's okay. It was a loose end, and you are tying it up now.
I guess.
I'm so fucking sorry I called you Yellow Man. Sealite officers commanded the suzerain's navy. Most of them sided with the king when...
They were thoroughly conservative men, he realizes suddenly. It's difficult to say what the lieutenant thinks of this historic apology. His face does not belie emotions.
Why did you lie to me, Gary?
Because I was weak. I should have told you the moment I saw you.
He's a Minecraft villager? I guess. That's the closest thing.
The hell, Gary? You in trouble?
I'll explain later.
He doesn't muster up the strength to yell. Give me that armor now.
He sighs again, hangs his head, and
Nice.
unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass that matches the dead man's boots comes into view. Soon it is in your hands, smelling of his sweat.
Do you know who killed the hangman?
I always thought it was the Union, but I sure as hell won't go around saying that anymore. You have my word. I don't know, and I won't be running my mouth on this subject anymore.
Well, he gotta run, because they're after him.
This is all he knows.
We're done here, Gary?
Yes, absolutely. I will never do anything like this again. I won't mess with Mr. Clare either. You have my word.
Okay, thank you for cooperating. Okay. Okay, I gotta get back to Martinez soon. Or like to the central part. I kinda don't want to wear either of these pants. Yeah. What about this bow tie? Dead body on the boardwalk? I already found that. Yes, I was supposed to report the body to the wife. Like, hey, we found your dead husband. So sad. Yeah, I did that last stream. So yeah. Whoops. That's what stats does the armor give? +1 pain threshold, +1 volition, -1 empathy. Guess I could wear it. How do I look? I'm wearing the evidence. Okay, he doesn't care. Okay. Okay. Height build. Ask a little later when she has collected herself. Oh yeah. The race enigma. Put the advanced theory idea into a free internalizing slot in your head. If there are no free ones, then pass some time, and when it's internalized, return to measure head. This is how thinking is done. The fucking body's still in the freezer, by the way. Let's see.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Is little Lily your sister?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
That's it? You're being laconic about it. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
You're being laconic
It
about it.
doesn't look like he knows what that means.
Bye, kids. Let me talk to you.
Our tenant, the policeman.
No.
I hope the waves don't keep you up at night.
I found this
What
jacket,
can I help you
but it's
with?
filthy. Could you wash it for
I
me?
can wash it for you, but it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
Sure.
I could use a breather. It's been another track and field day.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do.
Only half an hour. I can wait. It'll, use some good time.
Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's
Oh.
pretty nice
Fallen
underneath
Windbreaker.
all that filth. I hope you'll have an easier life in your hands.
Oh, thank you. What does that give me? +1 pain threshold, +1 half-light. That's pretty good. How does he look in it? Oh, that's a it's a jacket, of course. Ooh, it's a style with the little peepo. Gonna wear some armor underneath it. Yeah, look at that. It's clipping through the jacket. Look at him. He's so cool. He's got some swag. Hey, baby, look at my swag. Look at my
The
style.
sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
Yeah, you seen you. Oh wait, yeah, going the wrong way. Okay, I'm just looking if I see anything new here. Oh. Oh.
reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel set before. Same
Okay.
mesh, same wiring. The reeds bend forlornly toward the sand. Snow covers the broken stalks like a shroud, and they shimmer, ghostly, in the darkness. In the east, the city center hums to you, the constant, distant song, louder on this part of the coast, nearer somehow. And there's that cold again, always the cold.
Okay, reach for the trap.
Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them.
Big surprise. Anyway, one down.
I was hoping it would be in the first one. It'll be the next one, surely.
Surely. Anyway, the air is nice and fresh here.
True. Always looking on the positive side. Ahead, decades-old concrete defenses. Children play on them now. True. Oh, what's this? Always something new to discover. Scribbled between the thighs of a page 3 girl. L'original de disco. Sweet. Maybe I'll talk to him now, since I've got some time to kill. Oh. Oh. What were you saying? The spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fills the air. True.
It is such a pleasure to see you again, officer. How may I head the
Can I give you a recommendation?
on this fine day?
Perhaps. Okay. You mentioned Jean-Marie Beaulieu. Who is that?
Oh, sweet Jenny. She was the finest woman in all of Revachol.
Or Jenny?
Maybe the entire world.
Do not defile her memory, Gaston. Let her rest in peace.
So you both know her?
We knew her, all right. Lived on the same street our entire lives, just 2 houses apart. The 3 of us have been best friends since we were 4. She was René's first girl, back when the prick was 16. They were courting till he decided he'd rather die for some great ideal than just be happy.
Ooh.
And then you stole her from me.
Ooh. Easy fellows, no need to get this cricket ugly.
Officer. It already got ugly nearly 80 years ago when the 3 of us were just learning to walk and talk.
I recommend sending the body to processing this day before you go to bed so you won't spend an entire day without Kim. What? I want Kim be here.
You stole her from me.
Well, technically, you stole her from me, because we'd been pretty close ever since you two had that falling out over the ink you spilled over her pretty yellow dress.
We were just boys then. This was different. You.
The tall veteran looks at you and nods.
No point starting this all over again. For the 1000th and the first time. Especially when we have company.
Kim takes it to processing. He leaves until next day. Oh, okay. Damn, I keep hitting the mic. It's like I'm just moving my hand and I forget there's like an object right here in front of me. Because there's never anything at the height, like at the same height as the mic. So, you know, I never have to watch out for anything. But like the mic is just always like right here in front of me. So I always bump into it somehow. What happened to her?
She died of pneumonia 2 winters ago.
Damn, recently.
It was a quiet passage, peaceful. René and I were both by her bedside when she...
He pauses, searching for the right word.
Died. No use sugarcoating it. Won't bring her back. Will it now?
Departed. Until the very hand she couldn't decide between us. The most indecisive woman I've ever met.
A quick grimace of pain passes over René's features, but he immediately regains control. His face now a dispassionate mask again.
Why do you think she was indecisive?
She could never make up her mind about anything. What to have for breakfast, favorite color or which one of us to marry.
Look at his eyes, is happy and
She
distant.
was always leaving one of us for the other, but never long enough to actually get married.
Women, right? That's a bit odd.
Heck, technically, we're both still engaged to her.
You always confused her. Couldn't let us be happy. Seduced her with your fancy words and pastries.
He suddenly remembers you are still there, falls silent, and turns away.
Thanks for sharing.
Of course, officer. Memories are all we have left.
Tell me, what do you know about the dead man?
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
I mean, unless there was something.
No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
He means caviar socialists.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here.
Sounds like I bet you're holding back.
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard.
How do you know Everard?
Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea. There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Are you a union member?
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me.
In many ways.
Oh, yes.
So you're not an actual member?
Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card, but Evrard keeps me on the payroll, just for the little things.
So that's what it was before. Him hiding something. He tries to make it look like he's a big deal in the Union, and now the illusion is disintegrating before your and René's eyes. He doesn't know anything, because no one tells him anything. He's an outsider.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Weservein. Turns to where the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate the socialist rabble, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
What are the little things you do for Everard?
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
What kind of things do you write for him?
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Evrard and I had these long talks where...
Well, he tells his little penman exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
That's why Gaston isn't a Union member. Everard needs a neutral party to speak his ideas.
I do little things for Everard too. I feel terrible about it.
That's just the way things work around here. No reason to feel bad about it.
Are you a caviar socialist?
I don't even consider myself a regular socialist. Politics is not really something I involve myself in, officer.
Ooh. bop, beep, bop, beep, bop, bop, beep, bop. How can you write those newspaper pieces if you're not political?
I have a vivid imagination. And like I said, I have a way with words. That's enough. No need to sink into politics.
He just fluffs it up.
Of course. Don't sink into anything. Don't sink into any fight. Only sink into your couch.
But you need to believe in something. Freedom, the people, Revachol, or even money.
I believe everyone has the right to think and do whatever they want. Even if it's nothing at all. I'm very adaptable.
Come on, you.
Thanks for that.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
What are the rules of this game?
Oh, the goal is to throw your bull as close to the cochonnet as you can. That's the cochonnet.
Interesting. Tell me more about it.
Well, first, you draw a circle about a half a meter in diameter. We made ours out of rope. Then, the order of play is determined by a coin toss. You win it. You get to throw the cochonnet. Then, the players aim to throw their bulls as close to the cochonnet as possible. They must stay in the circle and keep both feet planted.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Petanque?
I could, but I'd rather not. I don't want to take up your time with trivial details, officer.
I think I get it.
You'll put that knowledge to good use in 50 years. I'm sure of that, officer.
You're very optimistic.
I don't like where this is going, officer. Don't you think we should do something else now?
No, I want to talk to him. I promise it won't be about Petanque.
Hurry up then.
Looks delicious. Can I have a bite of that?
Sorry, officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing personal, it's just a principle.
The only one you have.
The sandwich looks like a culinary wonder. Well made and abundant in components. The author sure knew their craft. In addition to the obvious slice of ham, a fat one, you notice a brim of a tomato peeking from below. And is that mayonnaise?
Please, man, can I just have a bite?
Believe me, officer, I wish I could help you, but I need this sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable. In my age, you need to pay attention to these things.
Please, friend, let's just share it.
Fuck off. It's mine. Sorry, officer. I'm sorry.
Oh, we got angry there.
It in a bad way. But the sandwich is mine. I'm not gonna share it.
When the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides. But try to get a bite of his dear sandwich and he gets claws? You're a special kind of vermin, Gaston.
Convince Gaston to relinquish his sandwich. You know.
Sure, officer. Sweet, sweet. Of course, officer.
You know,
Memories are all we have left.
why not?
All right, this is how we're gonna do it.
It fucking worked. His blood sugar is gonna fucking fall. I admire your handiwork, chef. But there are a few things I do different.
Like what, officer? This is as good as they come in Revachol, I assure you.
I got a high-ass roll. I got 11 on the dice roll. That's incredible.
An array of delicious recipes flashes through your mind.
Oh?
Salads, salmon, sandwiches, bingo.
Okay. The bread you built this wonder on could have been toasted beforehand.
That would certainly have been an improvement.
I'll do one better. The air pocket between cheese and the ham could house a pre-roasted paprika.
Ce serait délicieux. Can you make that sandwich, officer?
No, no one can. Sure, but I'm going to need yours as a prototype
I
first.
hope you are not just tricking an old man out of the little he has left.
Don't worry about it. I win. Initial development takes time, of course. But in 6 to 9 months, you will eat the sandwich of gods.
Or god of sandwiches, maybe? But in the meanwhile, What can I do for you here and now, officer?
I actually got his sandwich. I don't know what to do with it now, but I have his sandwich. This might be the biggest sandwich you've ever seen. The size is almost intimidating, invoking feelings of inadequacy. Abundant in components, rich in both smell and taste. Probably. This truly is the work of a master craftsman.
The ham sandwich looks fresh and nutritious in your hand, begging to be eaten.
Cannot be bought. Throw the sandwich on the ground. Step back, everyone. It's gonna get messy. Here, Kim, let's share. I'm gonna hold on to it for a bit. I got a sandwich, I guess. I got a lucky ass dice roll. And for like an unimportant item. Where was it? I don't remember where the ladder upstairs is. There, balcony. Okay, there it is. Remember to send the body off before you and Kim need to go to bed. Yes. A maroon glow of light pollution rises from the east. You hear distant traffic. Oh yeah, is the lady even here? I don't remember which. This one here?
A weathered brown door.
Yes, 20. That's the one.
Reads 20. Something smells good. Soup à l'oignon.
Oignon.
The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock. This is the door. You already know it's the right door. This is going to be so hard.
Hold on, Kim. We should discuss this before we move on. What should we expect?
You're right. Let's talk this through.
Looks at the apartment door and lowers his voice a bit.
You hear light footsteps passing by the door and some folk music playing on the radio.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Méjean. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billy herself.
Okay.
Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary.
Do you have any advice on how to tell her he's...
Dad, just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
What if I don't want to do this?
Yes, it's hard. But there is no easy way to handle this information. It just has to happen, as soon as possible.
Alright, I think I'm
The
ready.
lieutenant motions towards the door.
Yeah.
Hello? Who is it?
And someone turns down the radio.
Look at the lieutenant first.
He gives you a short, encouraging nod.
Oh, he's so cute. I love him. Is this Billy Méjean's home? This is the police. Please open the door.
Police? A moment, please give us a moment.
Tidying up, nervously.
Come in, the door is open.
Oh, damn. Come in. Let me just look around for a bit. Chalk drawn height chart for children's growth over the years. Posters of contemporary pop stars are drawn on the walls. Children's room. Textbook for high school. Mathematics, trigonometry mostly. The clock is ticking away with an odd cheerfulness. Its ticking makes you anxious. Rings hollow in the room. Windows covered in old newspaper clippings. Is this the soup l'oignon? Packages of humanitarian aid, macaronis. Can't they afford curtains? Probably not. Some leftovers kept warm on the stovetop. Seems like buckwheat and onions here. Kim is too precious for this world. Yeah, I love Kim so much.
It's you from the book stand. Did you come to bring my cockatoo back?
Oh, all of them stuck cockatoo.
I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief for now. You're on your own here.
Thanks, but I'm alright.
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what.
Keep it together. You don't want your
It's kind of, it's low-key tough for me. I'm kind of getting a knot in my stomach over this.
Sorry, I'm rambling. It's just that Victor often gets into all kinds of trouble. So, how can I help you?
How about some small talk before you break the news?
Yeah. Noticed you were cooking something.
People got to eat? What is this about? Why are you suddenly asking me about my cooking?
So, how you been?
How have I been? You're not here to discuss me. What is this about, officer?
Can't write a scene without knowing the actors.
Oh no.
Ask more. Get comfortable around her. You've done
Okay.
this before.
Okay.
Just keep your focus.
Success. Ma'am, I'm very sorry to say, but your husband, Victor Mijan, was found dead on Martinez Boardwalk.
What did you say?
A great and terrible spike.
Wait, what was that? Was that the wrong one? Oop. Your husband, Victor Mijan, is dead. I'm very sorry for your loss, ma'am.
Oh. But he was just...
But he was just here. Alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, ma'am.
What happened to him?
She turns to you. Her neck and cheeks are covered with red blotches. Her double chin is shaking. Why do you have to name her double chin? Why did you have to put that double chin in there? It's kind of mean. Still early to say. At first glance, he seemed like he slipped and hit his head. It was an accident. He fell through a hole in the boardwalk and hit his head. Yeah, okay. I'll say it's still early to say.
Was he drunk?
Alcohol may have played a role, yes. I don't know yet.
I see.
Yeah, it may have played a role.
And you just found him there, lying in the cold. How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever.
Couldn't have been long.
She blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hand starts searching for something from the pockets of her dress.
Here.
The lieutenant takes out his handkerchief and offers it to the woman. I hope he cleaned it before he hands it to her. She nods and slowly wipes away the tears. Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone who could be there for you?
No. I just need to tell my girls.
It burns like acid.
God, should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
No. A day.
No, take a day to recover. You'll be better prepared when they come home tomorrow.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you. Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier.
He hands her a leaflet with the more contact information.
A very good call.
Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still...
She rubs her face, runs her fingers over cheeks that have become numb.
Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I'll call if...
Again, I'm very sorry, man.
We should step outside and talk.
Set the library card by her, leave the room. Damn. Alright, Kim.
You did well.
What now?
I'll call the station tomorrow and let them know the name of the deceased.
So remember how I told you there was a part of the game that fucking broke me and had me sobbing? This was it. This is a very powerful part for sure. It had like it made a knot in my stomach. I was getting chills and like I was kind of choking up a bit. I felt it. Like damn, like it's real. Like it feels real. That's it.
That's it. We should get back to our case now that our duty here is done.
What about Billy and her kids?
They'll manage.
They have to. It's not your place to live their lives.
Right, this is close then. Like my chin was wobbling and I was audibly sobbing. Yeah, I mean it's so real. Like this is just how a police officer would do it, and it's like it's very heartbreaking to have to do that. Okay, so it tells me I have to go after 9, so I'll do that. I'll go after 9. Oh. No. I saw a little can there. Money. Hello.
Give me a moment.
Okay, nothing new. Oh yeah, the balcony here. I'd also broken up with Tay like a week or something before, so maybe to release some emotions I had. Yeah. It probably could have. Yeah, like, yeah, very emotional time for you. Plus a very emotional scene. It's very natural that, yeah, you were definitely more sensitive to that, but you know, nothing wrong with that. But I stand by it. This is one of the best written scenes I've ever experienced. It is a very good scene. I liked it a lot. Is that bed in the coal room yours?
Ooh. Not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner.
She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
It's not the nicest place, but I guess so too. Really, you're a miner?
Yes. I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me, but somehow it never happens.
Don't you have a real home?
Does anyone in a city like this?
True, that's a good answer. She replies wistfully looking around. It's not the nicest place, but I guess it'll have to do.
It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Like me. Right now, I'm doing nothing at all.
Cool, I have other questions.
Shoot, Piggy.
Anything new in the coal room? Maybe something I didn't notice before? No, okay. Nothing new at all. Okay. Okay, since I have that experience point, I definitely want to check out that body. Since I think I want to send it off since I don't think I can do much else, really. I think I just want to keep going with the investigation for sure. Okay, I'll just... I can't pathfind all the way around. Damn. Here.
This orange machine is buzzing. You slip your finger if you...
Equip the pry bar by...
This orange machine.
Okay. Pry bar not strong enough. Ah, okay. Let me take another look at that body.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its...
Okay, wait. Do I have anything to up my perception? I definitely have a -1 perception from the people. Okay, here. Nothing else. Okay, this is the only plus perception that I can get.
Eyes are
okay.
Still glowing red.
Pray for me.
It's guarding over your
yes! There we go. I'm getting lucky.
Eyes close, as if by their own volition. It's dark all around. You feel cold, dead flesh through the latex glove. It's right under the palm of your hand.
What is this? What is this? Sherlock Dubois.
His cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a rubber spider, your gloved hand crawls on his features. Everything is silent, all around.
Roll up his nostrils.
They are swollen shut. You need to really push to get in.
Touch something
You're
else.
Not far. It'll come to you. Keep crawling.
Put your fingers in his mouth.
The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop. You're on the right track.
Play with it. This feels right now. Open your eyes and look.
A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from his throat. And there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, right in the soft palate, you see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius, the edges appear darkened. An abrasion collar. This is what we're after.
Say, fuck yeah!
Keep going.
Touch you with your finger
A
gently.
black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound.
Put your finger
Your
in.
index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem.
Brainstem?
Yes, that's what this part is called.
Okay, feel around first.
The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian complex. This man will never sleep again. Never wake.
Push deeper.
Your yellow fingers slide into the remains of the limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres. This is what he used to regulate his emotions with.
There's a cavity cut right between the
The
hemispheres.
lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper.
Push deeper.
Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow.
Wriggle in.
Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrist as you push deeper.
I'm playing around with this brain.
Ice cold serrated metal. Its edges cut right through the latex and into your finger. The pain is barely noticeable under the adrenaline rush.
Oh, okay, interfacing. I feel a solid object right under the skull.
Can you get to it?
Inspect the skull first.
There's a tiny crack. A protrusion in the cranium. Right in the back of his head.
I mean, it's a
Your
pretty high
finger
chance.
must be pointing
I might be able to
straight
get
at
it.
From the inside.
A good thing I had
The
some
object
gloves on
that
for
is in there
interfacing.
stops just short of the skull, in the encephalus, knocking this tiny fracture into the cranium.
We have the makings of
Okay.
very small exit wound here.
Okay, I increased my chances. Alright, this should be good. Easy success. All right, let's go.
You pick the object between your index and middle finger. Feels sharp, like metal. You press your teeth together. Your jaw is clenched. All you need to do is just...
Slowly pull your fingers out.
The inside of the head feels cold.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
Like a glove.
Like a glove?
Careful not to lose the prize between your fingers. With a plop.
Plop.
Your hand emerges from the mouth. The
Okay.
garden glove is covered in blood right up to the wrist. Between your fingers, a small flower. A blossom made of lead.
A bullet.
A bullet.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Kim. That's exactly what I said. That's what I've been saying. Evidence bag, yeah.
The bullet falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood.
So it stopped in his skull. That's
He
fucked.
raises the bag under his eyes.
So I
and
guess that's why his
says,
brain felt like jelly.
A non-caliber rifle. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact.
Can I have it? Keep it, Lieutenant, as a gift.
No, you deserve it. We can log it later.
Oh, as in, like, can I claim that piece of evidence? I mean, or no, I actually just take it.
We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion collar. Soft palate, back of mouth. High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue.
High fucking velocity!
On the occiput. How does that sound?
Sounds like heaven.
Opinion, fatal injury.
Wasn't that what we thought last time?
That was then. This time we have extensive tissue destruction away from the wound track. This time we have a bullet.
Agreed.
And one last thing. We should amend injury number 3.
West Virginia.
New opinion, non-fatal, post-mortem, treatment.
He's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death, and the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact.
Treatment?
Treatment, officer, is an attempt to manipulate the body after death, to hide the real cause with a false cause. In this case, this injury here.
Ligament mark, the fractured hyoid bone. It was all treatment.
Yes, and the belt around his neck, the hanging, even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead.
Dead? Dabba doop boop. Dabba doop doop. Dead dabba doop doop. What? You think so?
I did not just come up with this. I've had my doubts since you showed me the tracks, officer. Why did they carry him over? Why not march him? There is no satisfactory explanation. There have been other signs too. Small details.
Dabba doop.
Everything is too neatly designed for us to assign probable cause here, as we did, full-heartedly. Well, no more.
There is, of course, the very real possibility he was both shot and hanged.
Maybe they just shot him while they hanged him.
To put him out of his misery? It's possible, but it doesn't explain all the other dubious things here. Lack of struggle, primarily. I may be intellectually sloppy, but I prefer one theory at a time. And this just smacks of treatment to me.
Kim responds with Dabba D. Damn. Wow. Kind of regret doing that. Who would do this?
For us to find out. But this, it will make finding them just a little easier.
I didn't know he has such a cruel sense of humor. Why would anyone do this?
Something. The real killer? The real motivation? What really happened here?
I think I need to wash myself.
Oh, you really, really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling in Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening.
Maybe the bullet holds more answers.
Yes, we should take a closer look at it. I am certain it has more to tell us.
Okay.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
What happens
We'll
next?
bag the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema.
Kim is very desensitized, I guess.
Myself, but I will be gone for the rest of the day.
Be gone? What can I do in the meanwhile?
Work on the case. Tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this. I'll leave that choice to you. And one more thing. Great work, detective.
After you bag the corpse, Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning.
Okay.
You can do side tasks and even the main case, but it might be more difficult. Plan his exit accordingly.
At least they warned me here. Well, I mean, he did warn me too, so. How old do you think Kim and Harry are? Harry looks... He looks like he's pushing, like, he looks like he's going, like, into his 40s. He's, like, 40... No, maybe 50s? No, maybe, okay, maybe 40s. Nah, yeah, he's, like, 46. And Kim is... What is Kim, like, 30 something? 30, I'll say 30... No, maybe not 30. I'll say 37. I'm just throwing out random numbers. I'm really not good at guessing that sort of thing. I wouldn't be surprised if they already told me. Oh, there he is.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
Mm-hmm. If to add context that Harry has been a cop for over 18 years, I mean, he could have been late to the party. You never know.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like...
But not a bad guess. I won't confirm. I mean, I think his picture didn't even show him as like that young, but he was pretty young. Because I want you to find out. Oh, okay. Okay, look. Okay, I said, what did I say? I said like 47. So that means he would have joined the police at like 29, which is not bad. Like, I don't think that's a bad age. Like, I think that's a pretty good age to join the cops. Like, it's a little late, but not like too late. And I think his picture would still make him look quite young. So, you know, I think 47 is a pretty good guess. I said 46 or 44. Okay, I said, okay. 46 is good. Kim 38. Yes, I think Kim is around 38. Like, he's pushing 40. He looks like it. We've got your hint. Found the key right under that stone.
Beautiful.
He replies, smiling as he looks at you. Something sparkles in his eyes.
Are you here to make things right again?
I'm going to make things just right. Just right. I'm going to make them spectacular. I'm not going to make things just right. I'm going to make them spectacular. I could read that wrong. My guess at the time that he was like 57. That's a fine guess too. That means he would have been a cop since 39, which is an okay guess for sure. And, you know, the picture of his picture, like, he would have still looked quite young, but like, I think his picture, he still had like a receding hairline. So, you know, I mean, people get receding hairlines at 29, even younger. So, you know, you never know. Honestly, I'm just trying to not screw anything up.
Beautiful.
He says, again, a nearby street lamp casts shadows on his chin, drawing out the slender
I have
cheekbones.
some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight.
Also, remember that Harry is an alcoholic?
Say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
Yeah, I'm guessing that. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. That's why I didn't go as high as I did, because I'm like guessing, oh, he looks older than he actually is. Like, he looks a little older than he actually is, so I'm guessing he's not in his 40s. He may be in his... Well, he's not in his 50s. He may be in his 40s. He just looks bad. Some of my classmates already started losing their hair. Your classmates? You mean your coworkers? You're not in school, pal. Or at least that's not what I heard. Oh, grundskola classmates. Ah. Yes, your peers. By the way, I'm digging the view here.
Mm-hmm. That's why I chose this place.
He looks
That
away.
place is special, isn't it?
Wait. Suddenly you're digging things?
Why would I want to meet your
Trust
friend?
me. You do.
Very well, I'll talk to him. But first I want to talk to you. I have so many questions.
Nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you look.
It's fucking hilarious, okay.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark, and the neighboring windows have lit up, one by one. Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush.
Besides, I've got to run.
He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad. Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool or mysterious ever again.
Run where?
City. It's a beautiful night.
Only if you promise that we'll talk again. It's important.
Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words.
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, alright?
Whoa, phases through Kim. Okay. Cool.
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
There's something so different about him that I can't put my finger on.
Different, of course.
He's a good listener. I like talking to him, though. He just said, yeah, very cool. He's just something so mysterious about the way he talks and moves. He smells good. Why on earth does he smell so good? His shirt, why is it always unbuttoned? Why on earth does he smell so good?
Smells good.
Try to hold back laughter. That's weird, right?
It smells good, and that's weird.
What was that? Just static?
He's barely holding it together.
He's trying not to laugh.
Can do to keep from bursting out in laughter.
Come on, detective, let's go. A potential witness to interview. His Sunday friend, remember?
Okay. Okay, I don't think there was nothing. I don't think there was anything more I wanted to do with Kim. So I think I'll just make him take out the body. Have you talked to the blonde woman on the roof already? Once, yes, but I'll... Okay, I'll talk to her actually with Kim. It'll be good to talk to her with Kim. That's true. Thank you for reminding me. I've talked to her once, but she was kind of reluctant to give information. So I let her chill for a bit, and hopefully I can talk to her again. By the way, I smell like death still, so maybe I can take my gloves off. Maybe that doesn't make a difference. Remember at the start of the game when you have an option to hit on her? Yeah, I think so. Oh. She's made around 4 months of payments for this room.
I was just thinking, what a nice evening it is for taking part in a murder.
Oh, I need to up my volition. Okay. If you fuck it up, you say, "I want to have fuck with you." Let's talk about the so-called assault.
Not my favorite topic, but okay.
Why was there a bullet in his head? I don't want to say that.
How about we, change the subject to something more lighthearted now?
Thus Titans mentioned her. Harry has a fucking mental breakdown because he hit on her rape victim. The Hardy Boys gave me a recording. I guess I'll say that.
It sounds like the boys would have preferred my saying it did happen. I didn't want to get caught up in this. What does that recording say?
We are in the process of listening to it, but haven't yet.
May I suggest the stereo system in your partner's room? I'm sure it plays more than Oh-Oh and the Sad Small Church Band. Mine, unfortunately, only comes with a mimsy little radio.
Unfortunately, it's completely busted.
Another broken thing in a line of broken things.
This game is so fucking good.
Well,
Yeah, it is.
Perhaps you'll find one elsewhere.
Don't you have a record player? I haven't bought it yet. I'll buy it soon. Talk about my room again? Where does that door lead to?
You tell me, officer, when you've kicked it down. I've been wondering myself, but I'm light of foot.
Okay.
All right.
I think I have to up my volition. Maybe I'll do that. I have a skill point to spare. Come on.
I was just thinking.
Yeah,
Nice evening it
I
is
need
to
really
take
high
part in a
volition.
Murder investigation.
Just like the last time.
Yeah.
Light brown eyes look back at you. All is as it was. You feel cigarette fume rise from.
Oh, I'm trying to hit on her. I forgot that was that's what it. Okay.
Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of
Okay.
her persona. We will see through deceits. You are shielded. You are wise. You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs, just below the silver jumpsuit. Miss Aranye Disco Dance. You want to put your hand on her back and feel it arch.
Arch rise.
Strange moment.
Okay, this is me trying to fall in love with her.
Same small, heavy door.
Maybe I should have upped my volition with something, but you know, a little too late now. Let me see, physical instrument. I could try that. Damn, nothing else has physical instrument. Alright. I've already upped it all the way. Damn. Well, nothing I can do. No, not the window. Okay. But, okay, now I'll let Kim take the Bonnie. Yes. Over here. I forgot for a second what I was gonna do. Sorry about that. Okay. I'll take the body and get out of here.
The bear's eyes are still.
All right. I will need a little help carrying him. You take the hands. I'll take the legs.
Mm-hmm. Want to check the bullet? Oh, yes. Might do that.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found. Beside his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny, shriveled head of cauliflower.
What do I do with you, bullet?
The squished little thing has no idea. I know. You should find the gun that shot this bullet.
It was my gun. It was my gun. It's fucking my gun. They bought my gun from the pawn and shot the guy. It all makes sense, huh? It's my friend. I'm gonna start talking to it. It'll keep me company. Find the gun that shot it.
Sounds like something a police detective would do. First, you should learn all you can about this little guy. Then find the gun that shot it and the person that gun belongs to. He used it to kill your victim. Neato.
Feel the bullet through the bag.
The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold. even through the bag. You wouldn't ordinarily have cause to handle jacketed bullets. The citizens' militia uses cast bullets only. Little pebbles of metal loaded from the muzzle, usually in a cartridge.
Wait. Citizen militia uses cast bullets only. Okay. So maybe it wasn't my gun? Well, they say... No, yeah, citizens militia uses bullets, cast bullets only. Cast bullets? AK fucking musket balls? Yeah. I mean, that's what they have. Inspect the bullet closer.
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
Look at the jacket.
You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard.
The core?
It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound. Far away, Lieutenant Kitsuragi is flipping through stations in his Kanima. He is not here examining the bullet with you. He should be. He would find this very intriguing. Mention it to him later when he's here.
The bullet has nothing more to say. Look at the picture. He looks 29, late 20s maybe. Kind of looks like maybe mid-30s, I guess, on the picture.
A police badge on which you see that the man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eye, but the badge is new. You used an old 8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good-looking. He's got a nice...
So wait, if he's 46, so... Okay, so if it's 10 years old, he would be like 36, and I guess that makes sense by the picture. This is a guy who looks about 36.
His face is already contorted by the expression. Although it looks less grotesque on him than it does, it looks better on him because he isn't in as much pain while producing it as you are now. Don't be fooled. The bad times have already begun. Wake up the past and tell it to stay away. The bad times are here.
Got some extra conceptualization. That's good.
The badge in your hand.
Good thing I did that. You notice how Kim's gun is a single shot gun? Almost like a pirate's footlock? Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'm gonna wash off my death smell. But I'll just use the room for that. I won't be staying in it. Oh yeah, found your husband, by the way.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
You never told me you've seen the Phasmid.
You don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
No, I really want to know.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand
Major
of
fucking
reeds.
tip, alright.
Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember.
Wait, where was this and how old were you?
I'm getting ahead of myself. I was 5.5 in Betancourt in the suburbs.
Don't shave? I'm not gonna
Summer
shave.
home there.
Betancourt got bombed in the war. It used to be quite near, circa 20 kilometers from here.
The
What happened?
strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I've never seen anything like it. I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds.
You follow
I
it?
tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there, knee-deep in mud, looking around me.
Where did you go? Don't go.
Then what?
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel. We were on our first date when I told him my story. You should have seen his face. He said my descriptions matched the phasmid down to a T. Its white marble limbs, the way it moved.
Its limbs are white?
Not all of them, as far as I remember. Some of them on the inside like stalks of marble, if that makes sense.
You were on a date?
Our first, yes.
How big was it?
It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's probably not the case.
I assume we're both talking about... what's his name? Yeah, I assume we're both talking about Morel's downstairs neighbor. Yeah. Good joke.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one.
You ran into your husband.
Such an impossibly sunshiny day. Goodness, how is he? Did he say why he hasn't returned yet?
He's fine, ma'am. As I suspected, he couldn't get back earlier because the water lock in the canal was broken. Now she's finishing up some work.
Yes, that's my Morel. He's bound to catch a cold staying out there for so long. But I am so relieved to hear that he's okay. Thank you for putting an old woman's heart at ease, if even a little.
You haven't, however. There are dangers out there. Our aging body's foul. Her heart won't rest until Morel is safely back with her.
Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands so I don't smell like death. Or the bathtub.
This is not the cleanest bathtub in the world, but it's cleaner than you are right now. Ah, that soap scum smell. It smells like life.
I want to live forever with the corpse smell, memento mori and stuff now.
The bathtub slowly fills with water. The water beckons.
Undress, close your eyes and submerge.
Is only lukewarm.
Oh no, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Comforting, like amniotic fluid. A few beer cans are bobbing up and down along your flanks, like sad duckies. You feel nice and lonely, and so tired.
Take the beer cans
now,
out.
You are alone with your thoughts in the tub. But it's easier than being alone with your thoughts outside the tub.
Linger in the tub a little.
Your fingers grow pale and are covered with tiny whirls as the water cools.
Okay, imagine something.
You see the corpse. You can still smell the cadaver on you.
What if a jump scare? Like a screamer just came out all of a sudden?
That stench. Then, houses along a narrow street. A video rental. Darkness on the planet's curvature.
Get out.
The waterline recedes as you stand. You are cold now. Your clothes stick to your still moist skin.
Whoa, wait, whoa. I think I saw inside for a bit there. Or, I don't know, maybe not. Can I open Kim's?
The lieutenant's door is closed.
Lock.
No response. What are you doing?
There's no one there.
Is he not worried that you haven't found the murder weapon yet?
He's not even there.
Anything to not face the hanged disco man yet.
Tap out the tune, Kim whistled on the swing set.
You hear the sound of a drawer closing, followed by the shuffling of feet.
What?
Is that you, Harry?
Wait, what?
What time is it?
Wait, why is he here? What? He should be at the station. Right?
No, thou art God.
That is a glitch. Yeah, I sequence broke it. I am a genius. I found the sequence break in your video game. It's like guard, manager of the fair cafeteria.
Very funny. What do you want?
I'm not ready to go to sleep yet.
Bad dreams? You'll get used to them, I promise. Sometimes it helps to go for a short walk. Good night, Harry.
Okay. Damn, I didn't actually think that was real. Like, haha, I'm gonna knock on the door for no reason like a dumbass. Yes, actually there. He only pretended to go to the station. I love he doesn't even open the door. Yeah, he just talks through the door. Like, he's naked. He's butt naked. That's what it is. But okay. I want to go here. She speaks to you through, yeah. I'm gonna try and hit on her.
Hi, the sea's gonna calm down soon.
Okay, suggestion. I need a legendary suggestion. Okay. Damn. Okay, I don't have very good suggestion, I guess. Oh my god, his fit looks like ass. By the way, what? Thought we have available to eternalize. The racist one. I have the racist one left. I kind of don't want to eternalize that one. Yeah, skip that. Yeah. Like, I don't even want to... I don't want to open a spot for it. It's not worth it. Yeah, I don't want to open a spot for it. And all these are pretty good. I like all of these. This one isn't as bad. This one isn't as good, but it's still, like, it's okay. And I would like some... Okay, look, -2 suggestion right now is pretty bad. I need it, but encyclopedia passives give me +10 XP and +2 real. That's pretty damn good. And I have a lot of spots for suggestions, so, you know, I could always up that. What do I want to wear? Maybe another shirt. Yeah, disco ass blazer. What's the one I got from... Oh yeah, I got this from the old lady. She cleaned it up. Oh, this one ups my volition. I could have used that earlier, but yeah. Oh well. Up my empathy just a bit. I'll have a bow tie now. I'm not disco anymore. Okay. Okay. Wait. Okay. I only have 2 in suggestion. No, 3 in suggestion. Okay.
Hi, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast.
Yeah, I need a 12. Okay. I need a 12. Okay, I actually need a 12 for this. So, it's a very low chance I'll get this. She needs to go on a date with another drunk. Badly.
Oh, yes, she does. You need to get your...
Damn, it was close.
There is no
if you ever ask Asia about the dead guy's age, you can get a cool thought.
Of yeast cultivation based mating rituals.
Since the dawn of mankind, Al Ghul has washed over the reprocreation of our species. Lay with me. Let's celebrate the ghoul. I want to be close to you. And there's but one way to intimacy. I like you, but I'm afraid to be around you because you're a woman. Alcohol makes closeness possible. Let's connect.
Alcohol? Connect? I'm not sure I'm following you.
Get hammered with me on a date, drunk date. It'll be nice, I promise.
That's a good impression. You really cracked me up, officer. Now, how can I help you?
She doesn't even understand. You asked her out. Perhaps you're too sober to pull it off right now. Try again later.
I'll put 1 into this. Just for funsies. But I need 11 for it. Like, I need such a high dice roll for this. And I got a 10. I got a 10 on the last one, so you know. Fuck it.
Hi, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it.
Get the drink on. It would be unimaginable for a human female to have sex with a man without alcohol as the master of ceremonies.
Alcohol. I like you, but I'm afraid to be around you because you're a woman.
Okay. Where's this going?
I need to be drunk. You do too. Please get drunk with me on a drunk date.
Absurdly and pointedly phrased. You can be quite funny, officer. Anyway, what did you want?
Just 0 riz.
She doesn't even understand. You are
just low suggestion riz. Is there anything else I wanted to check on? I'm just by myself. Victims' tattoos. Just the rest of the armor. I mean, I found the armor here. Maybe I should have reported it. Whoops. Oh. Talk to Joyce about the pail without Kim? Yes. Okay. Okay, I need to do that. Specifics, okay. Okay, maybe I needed to do that with Kim. I totally forgot I was supposed to ask her about that, but I'll do that next day. Inspect the traps. Okay. So I need to talk to Joyce. I've lost my place here. The Martinez waterfront. Damn, they did the final cut version of the game and it didn't bother fixing the ghost Kim Kitsuragi glitch. They didn't even fix the loud corner, that's funny. Or maybe that was added.
Good. What can I help you with?
What was it called again? The Pale.
More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Now that we're alone, what is
Are
Pale?
you sure you're sure?
Yes, what's the Pale?
The Pale is the most dominant geological
It's the publisher, it stole the game? Oh.
The separative tissue between the islas. It is the inter-islary mass.
Most dominant geological feature in the world. Separative tissue between the isolas, okay? And what is an isola?
Isola is a Messinian word for a continent of matter, enveloped on all sides by the Pale. Also,
But I had to bed? Alright. Good night.
Or landmass.
Happy gaming, thank you. I'm probably gonna answer.
In the last 4 centuries,
I noticed you can't really see me that well on the cam. Good night, bro. Oh.
Mara, Ilmara, Grad, Katla, and this, Insulinde.
And Insulinde is...
Oceanic Isola. It comprises mostly of water. Muindi is the largest, Katla the coldest, Insulinde the bluest. What can I say? Each is perishing and dear.
Okay. What is the Pale like?
Achromatic, odorless, featureless. The Pale is the enemy of matter and life. It is not like any other, or anything in the world. It is the transition state of being into nothingness.
The negation of being.
The negation
That's
of...
right. The negation of being.
Is it here?
No, detective. We're safe.
Katla? Oh.
It begins there,
Oh.
6,000 kilometers to the north, and even more to the south, east, and west. You are in the middle of the Isola.
And point north there.
An uproar of matter, darling. Rising into the Pale. Rolling. Evaporating even. A great vision. The area of transition between the world and the Pale is called Porch Collapse. Imagine a grey coronal mist. Cold vapor marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism. A mold that's adapted to grow at the edge of the unrest. It's the most disco thing you will ever see.
What are its physical qualities?
Difficult to describe, or even measure. Something whose fundamental property is the suspension of properties. Physical, epistemological, linguistic. The further into Pale you travel, the steeper the degree of suspension. Right down to the mathematical. Numbers stop working. No one has yet passed the number barrier. It may be impossible.
If you're surrounded by Pale, how do you get from Isola to Isola?
Oh, it is so difficult for us.
A squall of birds. Hardware operating in the harbor. Firm. Self-evident.
It is possible to force dimensions on the Pale. In modern times, we can even compress its latitude, bouncing radio waves from one end to the other, shortening the path. But it is still hard for humans to navigate the Pale without getting lost, or having our minds damaged.
The Pale can damage the mind?
Extensively.
How?
Some say the damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation. Others argue that Pale somehow consists of past information that's degrading, that it's rarefied past, not rarefied matter. They call it the blend over of the self. The Pale does not only suspend the laws of physics, but also the laws of psychology, maybe history even. The human mind becomes over-radiated by past.
Who says and who argues?
Yeah, who says and who argues?
The logical positivists say, the dialectical materialists argue.
What does this over radiation feel like?
It feels terrible. Absolutely terrible. International standards strictly limit civilian travelers to 6 days of Pale exposure per year.
It's more for her. Way more.
You're not a civilian passenger.
No, nameless detective of the Citizens Militia. I am a member of the Entreprenetic Business Class. I'm cleared and...
Oh yeah, I haven't told her my name.
Pale transit annually.
Whoops.
Perhaps that explains her strange pining after the revolution.
Are you
Some
over-radiated?
degraded early memories.
Up to my gills, officer.
What is anthropogenic?
Entreprenetics
Phonetic?
is the scientific study of the Pale, or a recent iteration of it by way of Grad. The study of the Pale reaches back 6,000 years. The Pericarnassians called it the Western Plain.
They had not traveled the entire circumference of the Pericarnassian Super Isola. It was not merely in the west, it was everywhere, even then, surrounding them.
Did they cross it, the Western Plain?
There are signs of pre-modern crossings. Successful navigation of the Pale relies not just on technical know-how, but intensive psychological preparation. Some of these tactics have been known for thousands of years.
What was anthroponetics? What has anthroponetics changed then?
Nothing. We remain powerless before the Pale. The only real advance in Pale transit is the speed with which an aerostatic craft can pierce it. Less exposure leads to less effects later.
Aerostatic craft?
Hybrid airships, Detective. Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended, once you've crossed from near Pale to far Pale. In essence, we throw them in and they come out the other end. If we throw them precisely.
If we do not?
Then they don't.
Gone, like a skipping stone beneath the surface.
How much Pale is there compared to the world?
Pale outweighs reality 2 to 1. There is more Pale than there is matter, and the ratio is slipping.
Slipping how? To our detriment, or?
What do you think, Detective?
It's shrinking. There's more and more of the world. Or it's growing. There's more and more of the Pale. I mean, I think it's growing.
Precisely. One of the few measurable effects of the Pale is that it is expanding at an unknown rate. An intuitive conclusion of that development is that one day the Pale will cover everything. But this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists.
Where we go?
Most people, and indeed most private and government sector organizations, entire civilizations and religions even, find handy ways to ignore or downplay that knowledge. I suggest you do the same.
Gulp.
It doesn't look like you're doing the
Gulp.
same. The suggestion was meant in earnest, Detective. Live life.
Let's return to reality.
Yes. Is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything?
Nothing. Just alcohol fumes and blackout.
Then tell me, what do you think of the Pale?
You're right. It's disco. That we continue to persist at all is a testament to our faith in one another. Its advance can only be stopped with immediate, total, ruthless communism. A powerful anti-communist force, perhaps too powerful, but still, they have it coming. I'm worried. I have to say, it doesn't sound very liberal to me. I don't know how you've all survived with it. It's a huge accomplishment. Yeah, testament to persist. That we continue to persist at all is a testament to our faith in one another.
Mm-hmm. You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, Detective. If you don't know even this, then...
This investigation will be my masterpiece, the one they remember me by, I promise. I'll handle it. It's under control.
I hope so. I truly do. If I may suggest, hold on to your colleague, Kitsuragi. I ran a check on him and he is very competent. In the meanwhile...
Some of that assurance is meant for herself, as much as it's meant for you. She must have a lot on the line here.
You have me. I will assist you in any way I can, even if we have to do it one basic term at a time.
Let me see this
Glad
one.
to have been of assistance. The little that I know.
I think I'll do the rest of the talking to her while Kim is here. I don't want to do much without him. Was there anything though that I don't think I had anything to do alone. So I think I'll just head back. Yes, thank you. That's all for now. Okay, I can't fast travel for some reason. I can't fast travel. Okay. I guess I'm walking. I'm perceiving something. What was it? No. Oh, there. A creaking ahead. A broken axle grinding. Seems the walker was either very confused or drunk out of his mind. Yeah, I think drunk. Or possibly both. Both confused and drunk. That's very possible. Can I talk to the sweet old lady?
The old woman still sits in her chair, continuing with her chores. As she does so, she quietly hums to herself. The buzz of electric lights blends together with the slow rumble of the ocean waves. There's a gap where the name of that song should be. You should ask her about it right now.
You're still up?
Yes, I can't really sleep anymore. Only a few hours a night. It happens when you grow older. My suggestion is don't. Don't grow any older than you already are. That's old enough. What's troubling your mind?
What's the song you're
The
humming?
lullaby my mother used to sing. I sang it to my kids too. It's an old Samaritan children's song.
What's it called?
Surrender to the night.
That's kind of grim.
Yeah, that is grim.
Song, even if it is a lullaby.
Sounds nice.
Yes, it does.
Goodbye, I'm off. It is kind of
has seen better
weird.
days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
Unlock the shack door. Alright, this is my humble abode here. You see the waves, the sea, the church. Old science fiction magazines, books about birdwatching, an almanac from 39. This intricate heat engine hums quietly, giving out a pleasant warmth. The floorboards creak under my step, using a thermodynamic expander condenser cycle. Nice.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough surface.
Time to shave?
Next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
Is shaving the right call?
The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red. Hair unkempt. Wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. A fresh start looms ahead. Clean yourself up and be born anew.
Oh,
the
wait.
bed is comforting. An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with the expression.
Oh, okay. Okay, time to go to sleep.
The bed is comforting.
Sleepy time junction.
Across the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and the sheets warm. It only takes you moments for the world to fall away.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street.
Recorded in you forever on Faraday.
Spinning in eternity.
On and on it goes for untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising, rising above the dark curvature, the great wingspan of sleep, studded with stars.
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time, the last time, the smoke in her mouth, the plotted flowers,
Plotted?
the faces turned
turning.
Whoops.
Changing.
Whoopsie. He said he typoed. He said it wrong. He said clotted flowers. What is it?
The world, Harry boy, and you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now. You can never forget this shit.
Rain, the snow. I don't want to. It's beautiful.
Beautiful. It's stuck on loop. Whirling, spitting out words and images.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
That's right. I am an agent of the world.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man?
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
Why?
'Cause only love can break your heart. Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. Disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
You can do it. It's nothing. Do it for the city. Go. Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. Solve the world. One conversation at a time.
Very nice. Yeah, he very much does not like where he is at. But I think I've like brought down a lot of my tasks. Like I have very few left, it seems. Getting through them pretty well. But yes, I'll need to join him again, ask Joyce about the lynching and all that other stuff. Important to the investigation, but I think it's about time I stop. It's been 3 hours almost. I think that's a pretty good stream, but alright. Yes, I think this has been quite good. So yes, I'll hopefully stream again soon. Not sure when. I think it'd be good tomorrow. Yeah, I think tomorrow will be good. Be perfect, in fact. Alright. So hope y'all have a good one. Hope your day's going well. Enjoy the rest of your day. Alright, I'll hear from you tomorrow for sure. Alright, see you later.